How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thank you. How about you? What can I help you with today?
I'm awesome. I'm actually recording a video about FundedNext, and I want you to tell me a little bit about the different challenges you have at FundedNext.
Absolutely. Glad to hear you're doing awesome. FundedNext offers 3 main challenge account models for CFDs.
What's up, my people? What's up, my traders? What's up, my millionaires? If it's Wednesday, it's money day. All right? And today I'm very excited for many reasons. I'm even going to forget some of those reasons. Why am I so excited today? Reason number one is because of one company I'm trading with, which I'm also going to be opening up the company today for you guys. Even if you haven't had the opportunity to learn every awesome thing about that company or about that prop firm, you're going to have the opportunity to learn today. And before I go into that, I'll have to apologize. There's a sad story. We lost, remember, this is a series. This is the episode on our series, right? And we lost our other challenge. If you guys can remember, if you haven't watched episode 1, episode 2, episode 3 on this, or even up to episode 4, go back and watch. And there's one big lesson we learned on episode 4, which was not allowing our trades to be open over the weekend, because you don't know which fundamental will be affecting your trading. So we're already up by almost about 4 to 5% on our account with FundedNext, and then over the weekend, which is not the problem of the prop firm, it's not the problem of the broker. There was slippage in the sense that there was news over the weekend, and since we're on a buy, instead of the market opening at the same time, the market closed on Friday here, our trades were still open. Instead of it opening on Sunday or Monday morning here, the price instead opened right down here when we were on a buy. So because of that, we blow our account. We were only fighting with about 1 or 2% left on the account, and at the end of the day, we lost the account. So that's the reality of trading. You're going to lose some challenges. That's why I used to always tell you guys, see prop firm trading in general as an investment circle. Treat it as a return on investment. How much have I invested and how much have I gotten out? Because that particular account alone, if you guys can remember, we spent $800. So why did we spend $800? We spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. This was what we spent on that particular account, and we lost the account. So now I already have that recorded on my book, and today we're going to be buying another account, and then I'm going to record it down again. At the end of the day, once I get my payout, I go back and I check how much I've invested. Let's just have invested up to $2,000. Then I get a payout of $5,000. I'm not losing anything. Maybe I've invested a total of $3,000. Then I get a payout of $10,000. I'm not losing anything. That's the mindset I'm showing you guys. Treat it as an investment platform, as an investment circle when you are trading. That mindset is going to help you. So after taking that out of the way and telling you guys a little bit the sad story of us losing our account, we're starting again. Remember, what's the name of this particular episode again? Trading Till Payout, TTP. So we're going to be trading on this payout, on this series. We're going to be trading on this series until we get a payout. So we don't care how many times we fail. We're going to buy another account and continue trading. We don't care how many times we blow account. We're going to buy other ones and continue trading. Because you need to accept the reality of trading. Whether you've been trading for 1 year, 2 years, or 10 years, you're still going to blow accounts. You're still going to face prop firm challenges. You're still going to end up not passing some prop firm challenges. That's the reality of the market. You can't control the outcome of trading when it comes to you actually trading sometimes. So let's get into this awesome company, which we started our series with FundedNext, and we're going to be continuing with FundedNext. So since we are starting today from square one, let me take this opportunity to introduce FundedNext to you guys. This is like the giant. Why not if the giant of prop firm in the space, and their trading conditions are very awesome. Before I come here, you guys know me very well. Before I come here to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of a particular company, I want to go through myself. I want to trade with that company myself. And you guys know for the longest, this is my funded certificate. Elite means you're already funded. This is my elite certificate, just still in July. This was still in July, and I already got a funded account, which it means I'm actually trading live on a couple of accounts in FundedNext. There's a $6,000 account, there's a $100,000 account, and luckily I'm not max allocated yet, so we can be able to still buy some other challenges to continue trading. So that's my funded certificate. You can see how awesome this certificate looks. I want to see your name on this certificate as well. So what is FundedNext? FundedNext, to begin, is a proprietary company. A proprietary company is a company that is going to come in to give you trading capital. Once you already know how to trade, the reality is you only make anything reasonable if you have a reasonable amount of capital, whether you like it or not. That's the reality. You can't say if today you make 2% of your account on a $10,000 account. Let's just say you're trading with your private account and you make 2%. 2% on a $10,000 account is going to be like $200. But if I'm trading with a $100,000 account, which I'm going to buy less than $10,000, I'm going to buy with less than $1,000 even. If I make 2% on that $100,000 account, I'm going to be making $2,000. Why? We were using the same strategy, we were using the same market, we were trading the same asset, we spent the same amount of time, we invested the same psychologically, but I made more money than you because I was trading with a prop firm, because I was trading with bigger capital. So a prop firm is always like a funnel to give you the ability to trade with big capital, because whether you like it or not, you will only be able to make something reasonable in Forex trading when you are trading with reasonable capital. So that's what a proprietary company stands for, and FundedNext is one of the best, if not the best, prop firm now in the game. So when you come to their website, FundedNext is having one of the best sleek, beautiful, seamless and user-friendly website I've ever seen. Just on their website, if you're a CFD trader like me, or if you are both, I'm beginning to move into futures. On our next series, maybe we're going to start talking about futures. I'm starting to test out futures myself. That's why you can see Ninja Trader is installed on my computer, on my tabs as well. But I'm starting to look into futures. But just looking at their website, default is on CFDs, because they started as a CFD prop firm before moving into futures. That's why you even see here new. So when you come here, it's going to be under CFDs, and CFD is different from futures, because futures you are trading in contracts. We're not going to go in details into the difference between CFDs and futures. I already did a detailed videos explaining to you guys the differences between CFD trading and futures trading. So we're going to start on CFD, which is what you guys have seen me 99% of the time doing. Very soon we're going to start seeing futures, but let's start with CFDs. On CFDs, just go empowering promising traders worldwide. They've been operating for more than 4 years, which is very good. It means they have grounds in the game. They know what. FundedNext is one of the highest search, with millions of searches on Google every month. If you guys don't know, millions of searches. Even if you have to check on prop firm match, FundedNext is on the top 3 of the most searched prop firms on Google. People won't search about something that is crap. People won't search about something which people are not using, people are not benefiting from. The fact that many people are searching means many people are benefiting from that platform. You can earn up to 95% of your profit. Let me not even talk about earning up to 95% of the profit. One thing that stands out about FundedNext, which they are the only prop firm actually doing that, is to pay you on your challenge phases. Yes. Let's do some math for you guys to understand what I'm saying. They actually pay you on your challenge phases. Most prop firms, they only pay you the moment you get funded, and then you make profits on that particular funded account. But with FundedNext, they pay you on your challenge phases. Meaning, if I buy a $100,000, let's do some math for you guys to see. If I buy a $100,000 prop firm account, and on that $100,000, I am able to make 8% phase 1. So let me just pull up my calculator. I don't know why the calculator is not pulling up. Okay, so it's right here by the corner. It's right here by the corner. I didn't know. So let's just say, for example, I purchased a 100K prop firm account, and for FundedNext, let's just take the most popular, which is something I also like. Their two-step challenge, and we're going to come to their different challenges. Don't stress yourself, don't bother, and we're also going to buy it live for you guys to see. So let's just say you come to the two-step challenge. Two-step means you need to pass phase 1, phase 2, and then you eventually get funded. On phase 1, you need to make 8% times 100,000. 8% times 100,000, that's 8,000. You need to make 8,000, but they will pay you 15% of this 8,000 times 15%. 15%, you can see it very, very clearly. They'll pay you $1,200 just for passing phase 1. The moment you get funded and you make 5% on your funded account, you are qualified to withdraw all those profits. On phase 2, you just need to make 5%. You just need to make 5% of the account. 5% of $100,000 is going to be $5,000. They will still pay you 15% times 15%. You can see that's $750 on phase 2 plus $1,200 on phase 1. So they will be paying you a total of $1,950. That's why in most cases, for most traders that used to just target 5% on their phase 1, like me most of the time, if you target 5% on your phase 1 on your FundedNext account and you're keeping 9%, this is what you get. You get $5,000. We're already talking about the figures, right? Let's talk about the money. You wouldn't get this on your table like this. You wouldn't get this is fresh from the bank. You guys actually did a vlog the day we're going to withdraw this from FNB because you apply and then you just go and take this from the bank. So you wouldn't actually get this on your table if you don't put the figures straight. So let's just say 5,000 times 90%. Times 90%, that is actually going to be 4,500. The profit you just made plus now what you made on your challenge phases, which is going to be 1,950. It means you're going to be going home with 6,550. That's why I told you guys about calculating your return on investment. I spent 800 on the first account because I use an add-on. There's something they also call they also have called add-on, where you can actually use this add-on to add some other benefits, some extra features. So I used something which was called the double up, meaning the moment you get funded, they give you the same account for the same balance. That's why I actually spent $800. In most cases, you only just spend $500. So I've spent $800. Today, I'm going to be spending again about $500, meaning that's almost going to be about $1,300. At the end of the day, if I ended up getting funded, this is what I'm going to be getting at the end of the day, almost about $6,400. Did I lose anything? No. I've gotten a return on investment on whatsoever I have invested. So I wanted to talk about that because that's the unique thing. FundedNext is the only pro firm in the game actually paying you at the challenge phases. Then when you go down, you can just start your challenge. You can take your time. You can see features just came into the game. That's why they have the tab right there. We're not going to talk much about features today. You can see 15% profit share on challenge phases. It's right there on their website. 15% profit share on challenge phases. No time limit, no daily news trading. You can trade news. You can use EAs. You can use your EAs. You can reset competitive spreads and high leverage. They own their own broker. So the good thing is they're not just going to be another fly-by-night prop firm. So they actually have their savers and the spreads are good so far. Then they have money competition, just, raw spreads, a raw spread, you can be able to just take time, read through their awesome feature. Another thing I wanted to mention is I wouldn't even look into a prop firm that doesn't have MetaTrader 5. If you're a pro firm and you don't have MetaTrader 5, bro, don't even waste it. I wouldn't even look into it. I've learned that the hard way, all right? I've learned this. You guys know what I'm talking about. I've learned this the hard way by trying to run away from MetaTrader 5 and use other platforms like TradeLocker, CTrader. I'm not saying they're not good. They're good, but you should have that like secondary platform. So they also have MetaTrader 5 and MetaTrader 4. Obviously, if I have to give you iPhone 15 and iPhone 8 Plus, which one are you going to take? You obviously choose iPhone 15, right? So that's why people are even still trading with MetaTrader 4 nowadays. MetaTrader 5 is the D, bro. You'll be able to do one-click trading. You'll be able to do close all button. You'll be able to have advanced charting tools. So the best recommended between MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader is obviously going to be MetaTrader 5, just from the name, MetaTrader 5. So I don't know who is still trading with MetaTrader 4 in 2025. Now, let's continue. They have different payment options. You can pay with crypto. You can purchase your accounts with crypto, with PayPal, with your card, with, a lot of payment options with Apple Pay, Google Pay, NetTeller, all of that. And then when it comes to payouts, no matter where you're located, you can get your payouts in crypto. You can get your payout through Rice. I've already shown you guys the process of creating a Rice account. Check my channel. You're going to see that particular video. You can also get out directly to your bank account. They have many payout options. All right. So coming down, this is where things start getting interesting right here, where you have, choose the best plan. So what plan do you choose when it comes to, you can say they have Stellar 2-step. What the heck is Stellar 2-step? They have Stellar one step, bro. You're just confusing up. What is Stellar one step? Is Stellar a female or something? Is Stellar a lady? What are you talking about? No, it's not a lady. It's just an account. All right. I actually know people who are called Stellar, or some ladies that are called Stellar, but Stellar here is not a lady. It's actually a trading account, and I'm going to explain to you guys. Don't worry. So we have Stellar 2-step, Stellar 1-step, Stellar Light, and then Stellar Instant. So Stellar Instant is you just keep all the challenge phases, and immediately you buy the instant account, you start trading there immediately. So let's start with Stellar 2-step. If I click there, so if I click on Stellar 2-step, voila, my eyes are just on the 200K, but don't worry, you can start with even 6,000, all right? Even though the moment I click on 2-step, my eyes immediately just goes to 200,000. Bro, I want to trade with $200,000, but like I said, don't worry, you can start with even $6,000. It's $6,000 profit account. Anyone can afford $50 or $59 to start with even $6,000. I'm actually trading on $6,000 as we speak, and I'm already up with more than 15% on that account. More than 15%. I'm going to show you guys the screenshot when we log in. I'm going to show you, look at this screenshot. This is actually a $6,000 account I bought just for testing purposes, to show you guys that I won't just come here all the times and I'm talking about 100,000, I'm talking about 200,000. A good trader is going to be a good trader irrespective of the account size. That's why I purchased that $6,000 account, passed phase 1, passed phase 2. This was the funded certificate. I'm now on the funded stage, and I'm already up with 15%. 15%, almost about 8. You can see that's almost going to $1,000 on a $6,000 account. Can you see that? So this is just to tell you, you don't need a lot to start with prop trading. There's something they call leveraging, where you take $1, where you take $100, and with that $100, you can actually be controlling $10,000. In our case, with $50, which is going to be half of this, with half of this, you're going to be controlling this. This is actually almost about, this is about $6,000. What I have here on my table is 20,000. This one is still on the plate. Immediately came directly as how it came from the bank. It's still there. This is $10,000, and this is almost about $7,000. So with, let's just say $6,000, you just need half of this, and you'll be able to control this much capital when it comes to trading. That's called leveraging. With prop firms, leveraging is not only when it comes to price quote. With prop firms as well, you also have leveraging. So you can start as small as $50. Look at their $6,000 account is as cheap as $59. In most cases, they can even be a coupon. You can use the coupon on my screen, use my coupon on the screen, and you're going to be able to have a small discount at checkout, and you actually be buying it for even less than $50. So that is that about the $6,000 account. Now, let me explain there are different types of challenges when we talk of the 2-step, the 1-step, the Stellar Light, and Instant. And remember, the knowledge I'm going to be giving you here, you can apply it to another prop firm, all right? You can apply it, and a 2-step challenge for any prop firm will always be the same thing. A 1-step challenge for any other prop firm will always, the only difference will just be in the target and the drawdowns. So specifically, I'm going to be talking about FundedNext, and talking about the 2-step challenge is self-explanatory in the sense that you need to pass phase 1 and phase 2. For FundedNext, if I'm taking the 2-step challenge, Stellar 2-step, it means you need to make 8% of your account in phase 1 and 5% of your account in phase 2. As simple as that. 1 step means you just pass 1 step and you're funded. Now this column here stands for account size. So what I'm explaining, the difference now will just be you just select any account size. If I'm talking about a $100,000 account and you have to make 8% to pass, it's going to be about $8,000. But if I'm talking about $200,000, it's going to be $16,000. So it's just a difference of account size, but the explanation is the same. Good. So first thing you see here is their profit, 15% profit share. And as I explained earlier, you get 5%. I'm going to be using $100,000 because it's a round figure and you guys can easily understand. So 15% profit share, phase 1 and phase 2. We did this calculation together, and remember we had on our calculator, we had a total of $1,950, and that's why you see a $1,950 because you get 15% of $8,000, which is $1,200, and you also get 15% of $5,000, which is about $750. So if you add both, you have $1,000. 950. You can see phase 1, you make 8% of your account. Phase 2, you make 5% of your account. Maximum drawdown is the best, 10%, means you shouldn't lose 10% of your account balance. It's at balance base. With FundedNext, the good thing is it's balance base. So don't lose 10% of your starting balance. That is it. It's not like other prop firms where they start trailing you when you're going in profit. Now they start. No, that's the worst. That's any prop firm that does trailing drawdown. I don't personally like it. All right. So if you go to maximum daily drawdown is 5%, meaning don't lose more than 5% of your account in a day. They do allow news trading, meaning if you're someone who trades with the news, you can trade on FundedNext with no problem. Profit split is up to 95%. You can keep up to 95% of your account, but bear with me, they do have something we call add-ons, meaning there are add-ons that are going to be there. And then minimum trading days, 5 trading days. Now, what does minimum trading days mean? When we talk of minimum trading days, what does minimum trading days mean? Minimum trading days is self-explanatory in a sense that if I buy a prop firm account on Monday, minimum trading days, not minimum weekdays or minimum business days. They can still be a business days, but it's not a trading day. Maybe it's a public holiday that the Forex market is not open. So we are talking about minimum trading days. So let's just say I buy a prop firm account on Monday, and Monday is a trading day, and I place my first trade on Monday, and let's just say I get funded. I just do what they used to call full potting, which is what I don't recommend. Let's just say you do full potting and you pass the account on Monday. You won't be able, they won't give you phase 2, or if you're on phase 2, they won't give you the funded account on Monday. You need to respect the minimum trading days, meaning you still need to trade on that account on Tuesday, you still need to trade on it on Wednesday, you still need to trade on it on Thursday and Friday. 5 minimum trading days. Even if you started trading on Friday, you just count 5 minimum trading days, meaning you have 5 Friday, and then the next Monday, Tuesday, you start counting from there. So, but don't worry. Don't say, no, Godlove, why will I keep trading on the account when I've already passed? What if I blow the account? It's not fair. These prop firms are out there to get us. No, Charlie. It's not like that. It's not that deep, all right? Even if you've already passed the prop firm account on Monday, Tuesday, just use the least lot size possible. Use 0.00 or use 0.01 lot size. Use any asset. Just open any asset of your choice. Go to Euro USD because the spread on Euro USD is simply. I'm already telling you guys the trick. Open Euro USD and just, you don't even need to analyze. You've already passed the account. Just press 0.01, buy or sell, it doesn't matter. Immediately you press, wait for about 1 minute. Just wait for about 1 minute and close the trade. FundedNext wouldn't penalize you whether the trade was a winner or a loser. There are some prop firms that they say, no, you must have this number of winners. So some people, even though they press, they'll wait for the trade to go in profit. No, for FundedNext, you don't need to worry. Just open 0.01 and wait for our 1 minute and close the trade. That will register as a trading day, all right? The reason for minimum trading days is just to give you that time to build your consistency. It's not how fast you get funded, but how sure. So the minimum trading days is there, is very, even if the prop firm is giving 0 minimum trading days, in some cases, there are some people who prefer that, but I prefer to still. 5 days is realistic for you to pass a prop firm account. 5 days is a minimum days, all right? Although in most cases, there are some of my prop firm accounts I used to pass within a month. I used to pass in 2 weeks. I used to pass in 3 weeks. So you see, 5 days is already is nothing. It's very small compared to someone who is having a consistently profitable approach or someone who is trading with a consistent approach. So that's what minimum trading days stand for. Let's go to maximum trading days. It's unlimited, meaning you can trade on your account as long as you want. I remember in our days of my Forex fund, or back in the first days of trading prop firms, there used to be maximum trading days, or if they say if you trade on the account for up to 30 days without passing, you're going to lose the account. Or for more than 90 days without passing. No, now it's unlimited, meaning you can trade on your challenge account as long as you're still alive, as long as you want. Then we've already spoken. The first withdrawal is very important. You trade on your funded account for 21 days. The moment you get funded, you trade on the account for 21 days. And then after that, you only trade for 14 days. After that, you do what we call bi-weekly, meaning you're going to be getting your payout after every 2 weeks. So I don't mind. You can see, I'm going to show you guys an example of this funded account. Let me just show you guys. Bear with me. Let me show you guys one of my funded accounts just to show you guys, make you guys understand how this works, right? All right, look at this account right here. Like I said, Most of the time, I would have shown you guys an example on maybe my $100,000 account or my $200,000 account, because I do have those accounts and they are actively running. But I'll prefer to use a smaller account to show you guys this is also possible on a small account. You can still do this on a very small account. I use the smallest account possible that FundedNext is offering, and it's their $6,000 account. You can see this was a certificate for that account. I passed this account within 2 weeks or so, got funded, and right now we are up by almost about $600 in profit. Look at this. 600. We've already closed $371 in profit, and we are floating in almost about 400 again. Meaning we've already made more than 10% of the account. Do you have the idea? We've already made more than 10% of it. If we had to withdraw this money now, this is almost about $700. We're going to be withdrawing about $700, even if the profit had to keep part. Remember, now let me show you guys something. If I have to withdraw this, remember they're going to pay me 15% on both phase 1 and phase 2, which if I can join that, it's going to be almost about $110. $110 plus my $700, I'm going to be getting about $800. If I have to receive a payout now, I'm going to be getting about $800. $800 is going to be about 13 to 14% of $6,000. It means I just made 14% of my account. If it was 100K, that would have been 14,000. If it was 50K, it would have been about 7,000. But start from a small account and then build your way up to tell yourself that you can do this. Don't just go and buy a $200,000 account because you had a problem. No, if your strategy sucks on a $100 account, it's still going to suck on a $100 million account. So don't just go and buy a big account because you believe with bigger capital, you're going to magically become profitable. All right? So that is it. You can see here, we started trading on this account. We got funded, and the funding cycle, you can see, that's why on the payout, you can see on the 17th or so. So on the 18th, I got, on the funded certificate was on the 17th. On the 18th, we got our funded account and we started trading. And what is the payout day? Payout is on August 7th. So if you go on calendar, let's quickly go on calendar. If I go on calendar, I started trading on the 18th, right? This is the 18th right here. So this is 1 week, 2 weeks, and 3 weeks. Can you see? Started on the 18th, 25th is going to be 1 week, 1st of August is going to be 2 weeks, and the 8th of August is going to be 3 weeks. So that's why, if you can see here, my payout is going to be when? On the 8th of August. So on the 7th of August, I'll need to stop trading. My payout is on the 8th of August, which is on the week, which is a week to come, right? I've already traded on account for 2 weeks. So the moment you get funded, you trade on the account for what? You trade on the account for 3 weeks. For the first time for you to get funded on an account, you trade for 3 weeks. Then after that, it's just after every 2 weeks. After every 2 weeks. So I just wanted to clarify that, and I wanted to actually use this account. People, no, you're showing no screenshot, blah blah blah. Let me just refresh this page so that you guys know. Anytime I do videos and I show you guys stats, I'm not showing you guys fabricated figures. I'm not showing you guys screenshot. Last time when I refreshed, we're standing on $677 floating. Now we are standing on 641 because the market is fluctuating up and down. So I wanted to make that very, very clearly. So you trade 21 days, then after that is 14 days. So these are just the prices. So for example, the account that I would have withdrawn almost about $800. How much did I spend? About $50. $50. About 50, just $59, just roughly about $50. Even if you use a coupon on my screen, you get a small discount, and this account you can even buy for $50. Meaning that account that I spent about $50 to $59 to buy, I'm ending up getting $800. That's more than 1,000% gain. If you are calculating the return on investment, spending $50 and getting $800, that's more than 1,000% gain. I can then take that $800 and buy two 100K Profit accounts, or buy two 50K Profit accounts. Even if I buy those two 50K Profit accounts and just fail one and get one funded, that one that I get funded, I can just target 5% on that one that I got funded. 5% on $50,000 is going to be $2,500. You see, how much did I start with? I started with $50. And now I'm talking about $2,500. Now I've gotten $2,500 plus $800. That's almost about $3,300 or so. And I started with what? I started with $50. I use that $3,000. I can even buy again two 100K pro forma account. From there, we are already talking about hundreds of thousands. That's why the next time you see someone trading with maybe $200,000 or trading with 2 million or maybe with 3 million or maybe with 4 million as I scaled in 2023 to $4 million in trading. It's not magic. I just showed you guys. I can start with this and go from this to $1 million. Without any stress, I can go from this to $1 million. And with FundedNext, the more you become profitable, they have what they call the scaling plan, meaning they're going to be scaling your account as you go. So the prices are right there. You're going to be able to trade on MetaTrader 5 and MetaTrader 4. Now, there's something here which is called add-ons. All right. If I just click on any one, before I even click on one, now look at this. FundedNext is still the only. It's still the only platform having this AI voice. If you use ChatGPT, you can actually go on ChatGPT and you use their feature where you press your voice and you record, right? So you can come directly here on the website and you just click on this mic and this is the AI. The AI knows everything about FundedNext. So the next time you come here and you're doubting like, okay, well, how can I check out this or this? Just come here on the AI. It's either you go on the live chat or you go on the AI. So let's test it out, guys. Let's test it out to see how it works. I'm just going to increase my volume so that we can test out the AI. So let's go. Just click here. Okay, so let's go. Then I'm just going to say allow while visiting this site. And then I'm going to click again.
Hi, my name is Fundi. How can I help you today?
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thank you. How about you? What can I help you with today?
I'm awesome. I'm actually recording a video about FundedNext, and I want you to tell me a little bit about the different challenges you have at FundedNext.
Absolutely. Glad to hear you're doing awesome. FundedNext offers 3 main challenge account models for CFDs: Stellar 1-Step, Stellar 2-Step, and Stellar Lite. Each requires you to pass a challenge phase by meeting profit targets and risk rules on a simulated trading account before accessing the FundedNext account. The Stellar Instant model is different. It lets you start directly with the FundedNext account without a challenge phase. Would you like me to explain the key differences or details about any specific challenge model?
No, that's totally fine. I just wanted to have an idea. One thing I also want to ask is, I can see on your website you are now offering futures. Can you just tell me a little bit about futures and the main differences between the futures and the CFDs offerings on FundedNext?
Certainly, I can give you a brief overview. FundedNext offers futures as a separate product line from CFDs. While CFDs involve trading contracts for difference on various assets in a simulated environment, futures trading involves contracts to buy or sell assets at a future date, also simulated here. The key difference is that futures have their own account types and rules, distinct from the CFD challenge and FundedNext accounts. For detailed futures questions, I recommend connecting with the dedicated Futures Voice AI agent on the FundedNext website under the Futures section. Would you like guidance on how to reach that agent?
No, that's enough. You've given me enough info about CFDs and also enough info about futures. That will be okay for today. Thank you so much and bye-bye.
It's been a pleasure assisting you. Have a fantastic day.
This is not ChatGPT. This is not Gemini. This is not DeepSeek. This is FundedNext to the next level, baby. This is FundedNext. So it's right there. So even beside this video, if there's still something you don't understand, that's why it says still have a question, try out Fundi. All right, it's actually called Fundi. All right. So even beside this video, if there's still something you're doubting, just go on the website. The icon is there. Click on the mic icon and chat with the AI agent as if you are chatting with someone. Because one good thing about FundedNext is they are able to feed this AI with info which is very precise, very clear, and very detailed. So FundedNext, kudos to you guys. Now let's continue. So they actually have something they call add-ons. For example, last week we spent $800 on a 100K pro forma account because of this add-on we use. So an add-on is simple. If I'm buying a $100,000 pro forma account and I'm choosing the add-on double, it means I'm telling FundedNext that, okay, I'm very confident on my strategy. The moment I become funded, I want you guys to give me another account. So bear with me, you'll be able to spend 40, you'll be able to add 40%, 30 to 40% more. So with add-on, the price is a little bit higher. That's something you need to understand. Or if you want a lifetime payout of $95,000, 95%, you can still choose that payout. You can choose 150 reward, meaning instead of 100% refunded amount they were going to refund you, they're going to actually refund you 150%. You can still be able to choose that. You can even choose no minimum trading days, meaning if you pass your account in day 1, you're going to get the next phase in the same day. So in most cases, I don't choose the minimum trading days because I want to, the 5 days is enough for me. It's a reasonable time frame for me to still be able to pass that challenge. So every other thing here is just self-explanatory. These are verified people who have received payout on FundedNext. You can see people from different countries. Like I said, this logo stands for the RISE logo. So you can receive your payout by RISE without any problem. And then rewarding our best traders, that is T. You can see they've paid out $156 million. Bro, and you're there sleeping. Are you part of this one? Have you been able to receive even $1,000 as part of this 150 million? It's not fabricated figures. I've been working with FundedNext. I've traded with FundedNext for the past couple of years, and these figures have been growing. I have colleagues, I have friends who are trading with FundedNext without issues. I myself, before bringing it to you guys, I'm trading with FundedNext, actively receiving payouts without any issues. So even when I remember when Payouts FundedNext used to use it was deal. I used to receive pay. I'm going to see if I can put some of those screenshots of deal for you guys to see. This was a screenshot of a payout I received from FundedNext back in 2022, 2023 or so. Back then, they still used to use deal. So it's something which is there to stay and is reliable. So every other thing is self-explanatory. Trustpilot, they have one of the highest Trustpilot ratings. One of the highest Trustpilot ratings. So let's proceed now to the next page to buy our challenge, which we're going to be using to continue with our series. We're going to obviously be buying the 100K prop account. And I'm going to be going back to my dashboard to buy directly from my dashboard so that it can just add automatically. Let's just refresh this. We're on 641 just so we can see if we're making money or losing. Okay, 663. So the market is increasing. We're on 41 now. We're on 63. It means we're making money. Now let's click on offer, and then from there we're just going to quickly buy our challenge. Let's click on apply, and then we're going to select our challenge, and boom, we're good to go. CFD, obviously 2-step. We're going to go on 2-step, and we're going to select $100,000. Obviously MT5. We're going to select swipe because we're not planning to be holding our trades over the weekend. So that's why I'm choosing the swipe account. If you are planning on holding your trade, this is very important. If you're someone who trades crypto or plan to hold your trades over the weekend, which I wouldn't recommend, we lost our other account because we were holding the trade over the weekend. So if you are trading crypto, if you are someone who plan to hold your trades over the weekend, choose the swipe free account. Very important. Then this is what I just explained earlier, which is known as add-on. So if you want a lifetime payout instead of 80 or 85, then 95%, then you need to select this one. If you want 150% reward, it's going to be an increase of 10% in price. And if you want the double up, which was what we used last week, unfortunately we lost the account. It was an additional of 40%. 40%. Good. So we're just going to continue with what we have. We're going to continue with what we have. So let's continue. Did I copy the code? Let's continue to see if it's going to be applied at checkout. Normally, if you are buying it without a coupon, you're going to be paying $549 for a 100K Profit account, which is very cheap, which is reasonable, right? There's some that you pay $600, $650. So since I have a coupon, I'm just going to quickly apply my coupon. And then if I apply my coupon, you can see the price has reduced. So that's how much I'm going to be paying in total. I would like to pay with my card. So let me you can pay with your card, you can pay with crypto, you can pay with Apple Pay, Google Pay, NetTeller, Scree, a lot of payment options. So there's no excuse. So I'm just going to quickly put my details. Perfect. So I paid using my card. That's why I had to authorize through my bank, which in South Africa. I'm currently, most of the time for online transaction, I use FNB. That's it. Payment successful. Go to dashboard. So in a few minutes, they're going to be sending us an email. The account is already sent. It doesn't take up to 5 seconds. The account is already sent. So let's quickly go to dashboard and then just click on go back to dashboard. And then I'm also going to go to my email just to show you guys the account, right? Let me just go here. Okay, that's the account right there. That's our account. You can see that's our account. You can always see the login number so that as we continue with our series, you'll be able to know we are talking of the same account. So that's our congratulations. You successfully purchased a stellar 2-step challenge. We are thrilled to have you at FundedNext community. That's our account details 0 seconds ago. And if we go to our dashboard, the account is right there on our dashboard. So this is everything about FundedNext, all their challenges, all the I selected MT5, meaning we're going to be trading on MT5. On the next episode, we're going to be logging into this account. We're going to be placing our trades, and we're going to continue our journey. And hopefully, we're going to get, hopefully, we're going to get this one funded and then subsequently get into the payout level. It was rather unfortunate that we failed the last account, but that's the reality of trading. I will have to show you guys the real. Remember, I promised that I was going to document everything, both the good, the bad, and the ugly. And since we feed the other account, like I said, even 10 years in the Forex market, bro, I still bow down and I'll tell you guys, I still lost accounts. I still blow accounts. I still have losers when it comes to Forex trading. So I'll be answering any question you have about FundedNext on the comment section. So let me know any question, any doubt you have. I will personally reply to all those questions. And if you want to get funded today, use the code on your screen and you'll be able to get a small discount at checkout, just as I did. And to be able to get funded, check the link on the video. I'm going to leave the link on the video description, and I'll also leave it on the pinned comment. So the pinned comment will also have the link, and the video description will also have the link. Make sure you join my free Telegram community, where I'll also be giving you guys more updates about FundedNext. You guys will get more updates about about the TTP series till we get to the payout level. If you didn't watch the other videos we had on the playlist or on this TTP playlist, click here to watch all those videos. If you didn't watch episode 4, click here to watch episode 4. Click here to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to this awesome channel. And I'll see you guys on these other videos. Peace.